Tonight, hear more about campus kitchens.
Plus, Troy students honor the civil rights movement. Stay tuned. Troy TrojanVision Nightly News starts now.
From the high-definition digital production center on the Troy campus, with news from Troy University locations around the world, this is Troy TrojanVision Nightly News.
Hello and welcome to Troy TrojanVision Nightly News for January 24th, 2014. I'm Amanda Ford.
And I'm Courtney Addison. Thank you for joining us this evening. Monday was the Martin Luther King holiday, but last night was the time for Troy University students to take time to honor the civil rights pioneer. Xavier Harris has the story.
On Thursday night, Troy University Freshman Forum put together its annual MLK Ceremony to remember the life of Dr. Martin Luther King.
Tonight was really our remembrance ceremony for Martin Luther King Jr. And also we kind of wanted to include our 4 students that passed away over the break.
And what exactly did the students want to promote during the program?
Unity. Definitely just bringing our campus together to understand that this man did so many great things and you know, changed our nation as a whole. And I think it offers a lot of encouraging words to other students on our campus.
One way organizers wanted to develop unity among students was by expanding the groups who were involved in the ceremony.
Well, this is the first year that we've actually had not only historically black organizations do this, so it was really cool to have other organizations here as well. And I think that the words that were spoken, you know, they promoted that, and so I think it was really cool to see that and just see everyone come together.
One student tells us from her experience what she learned from the speaker during the ceremony.
One thing that I can definitely take from that I got from here tonight is pretty much bonding together, like not judging someone by the color of their skin or by, you know, certain aspects or attributes that they have, but by, you know, their character. And hopefully, you know, people will take this from the ceremony and actually come together, because, you know, there is a semi-division at Troy University, and I would love to see us come together, the IFC and the MPHC and the MPHC and the MPHC organization.
Xavier Harris, Troy TrojanVision News.
A piece of the King's legacy will be on Troy's campus on February 7th as the King's youngest daughter, Bernice, will give the opening address to this year's leadership conference celebrating African American History Month.
An effort to try and fight hunger in Pike County is looking for some help from the public to get things going. Troy University is trying to establish a campus kitchens, a part of a nationwide effort to help feed the hungry. Troy's campus kitchens would help redistribute food that would otherwise be thrown away to local nonprofit agencies. Where the public comes in at this time is an online contest that could provide a $5,000 grant to Troy's Campus Kitchens program. To help, you just have to go to campuskitchens.org/videos and vote for Troy's video on the page. The top 5 vote getters will receive the grant, which organizers say will speed up their efforts.
Yeah, and literally the voting takes 3 seconds. So you can go, all you have to do is click on the Troy University video and you can vote. And so it'll accelerate the process, and we can get food to people in need much quicker than not receiving the grant.
And we'll also be able to purchase supplies, any extra food that we may need, any personnel that we might need to help us planning, anything like that, definitely publicity. So if we do get the $5,000, that's definitely going to speed up this process a lot.
Once again, to vote in the Campus Kitchens contest, you can go to campuskitchens.org/videos and click on the vote link on the Troy video. You can vote once per day per device. At last check, Troy was in 6th place and about 100 votes behind 5th place. Voting ends next Wednesday. So, Courtney, I have to admit, when I was younger, I told stories that weren't always true.
Well, Amanda, I think that we all did at one time or another, but you know, some people never really grow out of that. In fact, they make a profession out of it. Haley Greathouse has the story.
Once upon a time, there was a stage and a single microphone. A man walked up and began to tell a story.
I walked into health class, and our health teacher, Ms. Gerdak, was standing there smoking a cigarette. I went to high school a long time ago, children.
And from there, chaos ensued, bringing laughter and smiles to a theater full of high school and college students. Bill Lepp, a professional storyteller, came to Troy University to preview the Pike Piddlers Festival. The communications club who sponsored the event hope to get students thinking.
I think it can show them that imagination is important. A lot of times students think of public speaking as something that has to be always really formal, and this just shows that it can be really fun too.
This is the first event in the two-day Pike Piddlers Festival.
And starting about 5 years ago, Jane Treadwell was the one who initiated this. It's kind of introducing storytelling to this part of the country. We had a little bit of it. Most of us are kind of ignorant as far as storytelling is concerned, but we found that it's a great entertainment venue. A lot of it's fun, a lot of it's laughter. Sometimes you get a little lump in your throat listening to them. It's not altogether, it's sort of like life. Everything in life is not funny.
And also like life, some things are not always as they seem.
Almost nothing I tell is true, but almost everything I tell is based on something that I thought about doing or that I did do. Generally, when I was in junior high or high school, a lot of my stories are based on bad ideas. They might start out just a little bit true, but then they just grow and grow from there.
I don't care if you think I am crazy. There are 2 deer driving Skeeter Bart's pickup truck down the highway.
Haley Greathouse, Troy, TrojanVision News.
The Pike Piddlers Festival begins tonight in Brundage and continues tomorrow on the Troy University campus.
And now taking a look at news from around the state. Out of Montgomery, Alabama's unemployment rate has dropped to 6.1%. Governor Robert Bentley says that's a 5-year low. The last time Alabama had a rate at or below 6.1% was October 2008, when the rate was 5.9%.
And in Raymer, a potential propane gas shortage linked to the recent severe winter weather has prompted Alabama Governor Robert Bentley to declare a state of emergency. Temperatures throughout the state have dipped below freezing this week.
And in Tuscaloosa police say a lost hunter has been rescued after using his flashlight to signal a passing helicopter for help. Police say they were responding to a call about a 37-year-old man with several medical conditions who failed to return after a hunting trip on Wednesday.
And still to come on TrojanVision Nightly News, the baseball team had their first official practice today. Amy Austin will have the details on that and more when she joins us with sports. Now Amy Austin joins us with sports. So Amy, I know the basketball team was back in action last night, but unfortunately I know the men were on the road. How did that game pan out for them?
Well, Courtney, the game didn't turn out how Trojan fans had hoped, but I'll get more into that right now.
Okay.
A last-minute three-pointer sunk the men's basketball team Thursday night against UT Arlington. After a tight game between the Mavericks and Trojans, a last-second three-pointer put UT Arlington ahead to win 59-56. Hunter Williams shot a three, which would have sent the game into overtime until the Mavericks rushed the ball down the court to win the game. UT Arlington out-rebounded Troy 40-39, this being the first time Troy was out-rebounded in a conference game. Leading scorer for Troy was Hunter Williams, who had 19 points and was 5 for 9 behind the arc. Jeff Malahy followed Williams with 12 points of his own. The men will continue their road trip tomorrow at Texas State with tip-off at 4:30. The women's basketball team looks to continue their winning streak this weekend on the road. After running away with the game against UT Arlington, the Trojans head to San Marcos, Texas to take on the Texas State Bobcats. The women are currently 2-5 in the conference and are looking to improve on that stat. Texas State lost to UALR in their last appearance and are currently 3-3 in conference play. Both of these teams are looking to add another win in the books. The women are set to begin play Saturday at 2 with the men's game immediately following. The Troy men's and women's tennis teams are on the road against two ranked competitors. The men's team will take on Tulane, who is currently ranked at 70 in the country, and the women will take on the Sun Belt rival Georgia State, who is 74th in the nation. The men's team is looking for their first win as they are 0-4 on the season after falling in the 3 of their previous matches to ranked opponents. Tulane defeated their opponents in last weekend's sets 7-0. And the women's team is looking to get back in the winning column after a victory to open the season. The Trojan women took 2 tough losses. As they face Georgia State, this will be the Panthers' first official match of the season. The men's match is set for 12 on Saturday, and the women's is set for 1. Leading the Sun Belt in career touchdown receptions, Eric Thomas finished his senior year ranked 10th in the country. Thomas has been selected to play in the Senior Bowl, which is the collegiate all-star game. Thomas leads the conference with 28 touchdown receptions in his career. Throughout his senior season, he caught 66 passes for a total of 993 yards. Finishing his career at Troy, Thomas was ranked 3rd all-time in school history with 197 receptions. He also finished 3rd in career receiving yards, totaling 2,665. And with those 28 touchdown receptions, Thomas finished 2nd in school history. These totals have Thomas ranked 4th in all-time Sun Belt history in receiving yardage and 5th in catches. The Senior Bowl will be held Saturday at 3 p.m. and will be broadcast by the NFL Network. The baseball team had their first full practice as a team today. The team was officially allowed to practice as a whole, and the energy was among the players even on a cold day. Preseason All-American Tyler Vaughn and 2013 Sun Belt Pitcher of the Year Shane McCain will be key parts to the season both offensively and defensively. The team finished last season in the top 25 in the country and as Sun Belt Conference champions, and are looking to carry that momentum forward to this season even if it is a little cold to start playing ball.
Certainly a chilly day to open it up, but obviously this time of year everybody's really excited. We have been working a little bit in groups and smaller sessions. First true team practice, got a chilly day, but like I said, the excitement, everybody's ready to go.
Team season will begin on February 14th at home against Northern Kentucky. The team's first 2 weekends will be at Riddle Pace Field. And the baseball team, along with the softball team, will be a part of Fan Day, which will be held in Trojan Arena on February 1st. So Amanda, Courtney, lots of Trojan sports coming up, and the basketball team will be back in action this coming up week at home.
Absolutely. Thanks so much, Amy. Best of luck to the basketball team, and also maybe the weather can get a little bit warmer for the baseball and softball team. I know it's really cold out there right now, so hopefully it'll warm up a little bit for them, but best of luck.
Yes, best of luck to the basketball team. So thank you so much.